we are going to look at how to make a drag and drop hotspot item. A drag and drop item is one of the 3 item types that are an online only type, which means the test cannot be printed and given to your students on paper. I'm going to make a very simple kindergarten level question with sorting squares by color, just to give an example for how you could use this in your with your students. So you see it set math kindergarten. I want a measurement standard, and I am going to choose classifying objects into categories. All right, and again, I'm doing a very simple question just to illustrate how to make the item. Okay, I am going to give a prompt of drag 2 red squares inside the circle. Now I'm going to insert my circle by inserting my drag and drop area. So I've prepared the image files already. I have them saved on my computer, ready to go. You will need to prepare those image files. There's my circle that I'm using. You will need to prepare the image files because the drag and drop one generally uses image files. Now my draggable objects. Going to select, first I will select my red square. Now you'll see when it inserts, it's gigantic. Because the image file that I chose, it's not going to stay gigantic though. I'm able to go to the corner of my item and I'm going to drag to make it a whole lot smaller. I mean, I want it to fit inside the circle. Drag it even a little, about that big. Now I'm going to add another object. I'm going to add my blue square. This one's pretty large, but not as large as the giant red one. So again, I'm going to drag the blue square and resize it to be about the same size as the red square. And I'm going to do the same thing for the yellow square. So here are my 3 objects. Now, this is where I need to set what I'm accepting as an answer. So first I need to insert a draw zone. The draw zone is where I will accept a correct answer to be dragged into. So I am going to set it about here. It shows up as a dark blue line. It will not show up like that when you preview it. Now I need to set what I want the correct answer to be. I want it to be 2 red squares. So I'm going to choose drag object. And now I'm going to drag 2 red squares inside of my draw zone. Now, they just have to be correct, they just have to end up somewhere inside this draw zone. They don't have to be exactly placed like mine are. But this is setting my correct answer. Now I need to edit my rubric, which is going to edit my scoring instructions. I am going to make this worth 2 points because I want 2 objects drawn inside. So I'm going to save it and return to my item. Now I need to set my scoring instructions. So here's my scoring direction. To get 2 points, minimum objects dragged correctly, 2 objects dragged in, 2 points. 1 correct object would be 1 point. So I'm going to preview my question. This is what it will look like for the students. It will give the questions or the objects that they can drag in, and then they can drag them. Now you'll see that the objects up top don't go away. There's kind of an unstoppable number of objects I could drag in. That means that I could keep going forever. So your prompt needs to be specific about the number of items you want. I said drag 2 red squares. They would need to drag 2 red squares. Now, if they drag in outside of what I've drawn as the draw zone, you'll see it bounces back. It will not let them add the object anywhere outside of what I have specified as the drop zone for it. So I've done my drop zone and my question is ready to go. So you'll see there are quite a few steps and things you need to add into a drag and drop question. But it can be used for a lot of different things. It can be used for categorizing and sorting. It can be used for ordering items. There is an ordering question, but it can be used for ordering pictures and things like that. Just like all other questions, I do need to get my item number and either write that down or paste it into a doc so that when I assemble the test, later I can include my item that I have created. And that is how you create a drag and drop hotspot item.